I'm not Mitch Connor. And, well, provocation is a problem, okay? To provoke is a problem. Now, it's not to justify the actions of, say, a shooting, if this was even real, which I honestly doubt it was. But I just want to... I want to squash this stupid argument that we're about to see, but I'm gonna play a little bit here first.
It's a cartoon,
and
the idea that we can't...
that this warrants the violence that you saw. I mean, I haven't heard anyone in the saying that it's okay for gunmen to show up at an event like this, but what people are saying is that there's always this fine line, you know, between freedom of speech and being intentionally incendiary and provocative.
Intentionally incendiary and provocative by drawing a cartoon. This is the low state of freedom of speech in this country.
What a fucking retard. Okay. Whether or not it's actually in the Quran, this is well known that, Muslims don't like it, okay? So to do such a thing is to provoke. They're doing it on purpose. It's no different than, like, in a Shevchenko, of the Copenhagen shooting a couple of months ago in February, right? And I showed in a previous video, the one connecting Copenhagen and the Charlie Hebdo shooting in January, where she's basically trying to piss people off by fucking taking her shirt off and running out naked and shit and getting arrested. Okay, it's no different than how anti-abortion people will fucking bomb doctors and kill them, okay? All the while, or it's no different than people who are atheists who protest in an incendiary manner to piss off Christians or anybody who believes in God. They're doing it to piss people off. They're not doing it for the sake of free speech, because if they really cared about free speech, well, they wouldn't try to piss people off with it. They'd try to discuss it. They discuss the idea of God. They wouldn't try to offend people who believe in God as if, well, I'm right and you're wrong, and I don't give a fuck what you think. I have no respect for what you think, so I'm going to just come out here and use my free speech to disrespect you. Okay? Because that's what this is really about. It's not about, it's free speech. It's free speech. Fuck that. No. There's a responsibility to free speech, okay? And I'm not saying that there should be any laws, like, oh, she should be arrested for what she did. No. That is not the case at all. It's about personal responsibility is what it's about. It's like, when you're in school and a certain kid in class who, if you make fun of him about a certain thing, he's going to punch you. So you do that to get him to punch you, to get him in trouble. Is that right? No, I don't think so. And I heard fucking conservative talk radio defending this cunt all day. Defending her. And I'm not defending, let's say the shooting was real, okay? I'm not defending them either. Neither are right. But for one to provoke the other, just like the kid on the playground who gets made fun of about a certain thing and he punches the kid. He's not right to punch the kid. The kid knows he's going to punch him, and so the kid makes fun of him. Now, here's another thing I didn't get to point out. Police. It says police right here. It's kind of small there. Let's see if we can't blow this up to where you can see Garland police. Kind of looks like that. Maybe it doesn't say Garland. It's hard to say. The police is right here. Nonetheless, notice the coloration of their uniforms there. It's quite military-like, isn't it? Could that be on purpose? Maybe. That's not a normal... I mean, look at these guys. They're wearing fucking military fatigues. Why are the police wearing military fatigues? All in the wake of these Jade Helm exercises, no less. And my conclusion isn't sure on the Jade Helm thing. That's a whole nother story. But nonetheless, the militarization of police with riots in Baltimore, riots in Ferguson, okay, and many things prior to that that led to this. That probably goes back to 44 Minutes in North Hollywood, if you never heard of that. It's a bank robbery in, what, 1998, I think? Which really, really amped up the use of SWAT teams and the weaponry that just normal street police, patrol police carry around. I've seen it in my own neighborhood. In my neighborhood, I saw a cop, two cops actually, get this guy on the ground. I did not know why, but one of them, though there was no reason for it, goes into his trunk and brings out a frickin' assault rifle and just stands there with it as if he's cool and tough. And it was just some punk, probably 19-year-old kid that was, face down on the ground while they're interrogating him or whatever they were doing. Here's more militarized dudes. Here's more, of course, using the assault rifles. Even though the guy who supposedly shot the suspects did it with a pistol, it's somewhere in this. Yeah, he used a service pistol to shoot them in. The long range, that's a close range weapon. Okay, the long range accuracy is not all that good. All right, now let's go to the golden screen.
Here we are, Tom Trento, live from the Curtis Caldwell Civic Center in Garland, Texas, at an absolutely amazing event. Pamela Geller, Robert Spencer have put on the Mohammed Art Exhibition, the first inaugural presentation of this type, and this place is buzzing. We're going to get started.
And of course,
with 150 people.
Coincidence that we are in Garland, Texas tonight. It is here that 3 months ago, shortly after the Charlie Hebdo massacre, Islamic activists convened to demand that free speech be curtailed. They want to prohibit cartoons, books, and films which they found insulting. And our answer is, don't mess with Texas.
In other words, we're going to just keep insulting you instead of being like, hey, let's talk about this. Let's be responsible about this. Let's be nice to each other about this. We're not going to try to offend you. And because we're not going to try to offend you, you're not going to have a reaction. Because consequences have actions, believe it or not.
And I know from my own experience how dangerous it is to stand for freedom. I know how dangerous it is to speak the truth about Islam. I am on death list.
So why do you do it if you know how dangerous it is and if you're on a death list? Because it's fake, maybe? Because you know you're actually safe?
From Al-Qaeda, from the Pakistani Taliban, from terrorists from the Islamic State. Only because I tell people the truth about Islam. And
no, it's not because you tell the truth about Islam.
The truth is, my dear friends, that Islam has declared war on us, on our Judeo-Christian civilization.
So Site Intelligence Group wants you to believe, but, well, they've been proven to be liars and frauds and creating these fake beheading videos, so, yeah.
Islam wants to rob us of our freedoms and liberties. And let me tell you, Islam and freedom are totally incompatible.
Incorrect. Those who, the CIA, the military, the U.S. government that has created these fucking radical groups, if they even exist over in the Middle East, okay, they want to take your freedoms. They're the ones who created them for a purpose. They also want to control more resources in the Middle East. They want Syria's resources. They want a pipeline through Syria, yada, yada.
We're in the green zone in Baghdad, okay? As you're looking at the room right now, there is a military paradigm put on this whole area. We have about 6 various external lines of security.
I heard earlier today on the radio that it cost $50,000, though I've seen another report of $10,000 for that security, by the way.
Perimeter within a perimeter within a perimeter, and we have virtually a half a dozen or 10 agencies, federal, state, local agencies, all working together with the Dutch Secret Service, Geert Wilders' detail.
Well, I'm really committed to the...
I just want to say that did Geert Wilders pay for this, or who paid for it? I don't know enough about Gellers yet, and I will soon, and I would like to know. Did she pay for it? Here she is in the background, by the way, and this is right before the shooting occurred, even though they don't hear it. Despite, I don't know where they went, but they were in one of the 3 articles in my previous video that the first 3 articles that I saw this morning, where they, there were witnesses that could hear it. Oh wait, no, actually, I'm sorry, that was from the Walmart. That was from the nearby Walmart.
Cause of freedom. I will not submit. I don't want my children or grandchildren to submit. And nor do I want that for the rest of the people who want to live free and independent lives.
It's not about submission, it's about respect.
I don't agree at all with Sharia law. We don't live under Sharia law. In a similar fashion, there's Jewish law, there's Christian law, and nobody's attempting to impose that on a national level.
Actually, that's the basis of American law, is the 10 Commandments. Don't kill, don't steal, etc.
We have independent law.
Who?
Okay, shots just got fired.
We don't know that for a fact.
Okay.
We don't know that.
Then I think I better wrap it up my own self.
Yeah. We do.
Okay, so it's not that big of a deal to her, is it?
We had a little situation here. The security people are running like crazy outside.
Why don't you show them?
Somebody said we have no idea. Shots fired outside. We have no idea. We're looking right now. What's going on? Tom Trento here. We have a little situation developing live right now. It is, we're in Garland, Texas at the Curtis Colwell Center, 6:52 in the afternoon, and commotion just broke out in the facility here. And
doesn't seem like commotion.
And the SWAT teams with their M4 machine
Seems pretty
guns.
chilled out.
Who said shots fired?
You don't know? Didn't they say that to you?
Hang on.
Possibly have explosives on them, okay? That's what we're worried about right now. We are going to move y'all into the auditorium here in just a minute. I just need everybody to remain calm, be kind of orderly, and we're going to take you into the auditorium a little further away from the front of this building, all right?
Were the suspects Muslim?
I have no idea right now. I don't know anything else other than that. I just want y'all to be aware that we are going to move y'all soon to get you away from the front of this building.
Who should we listen to right now?
Just right now, just stand by and we will move y'all, okay?
Is there a speaker here? Yes. There we go. All right, look, this is very, very important, ladies and gentlemen. Here's what we're going to do. We're making a transition right now from this event to a security concern hardened position. There's somebody shot out there. There's possible explosives. You just heard that. So everybody's got to get heads up right now. No more fooling around. Just let's all stay here. Don't anybody go anywhere. We're going to get information as quickly as we can. Let's take a shot of this and then leave it. Pick the whole thing up. Here's Tom Trento reporting around 10 minutes after 7 Central Time. We're looking at the crowd now being moved by the PD and the various agencies into a more secure part of the building. And for those of you just tuning in,
Looks like
right
they're
now,
going on their own.
We have a confirmed report by the PD that there was a shooting, and the police officer was injured, and 2 suspects were injured. And right now, the PD's concern is explosives on the 2 suspects who have been injured.
And now they're coming out of there for some reason. It's probably way later, I don't know. There's 20 minutes of footage omitted that I linked in my last video. And this video is about having respect for another's views.